What is going on YouTube? So today I got something suggested to me. There's a few suggestions I want to do, like the breakfast and the bison burger, but this one was probably like the easiest to get, or so I thought. So I was just to get orange chicken and noodles, and I was like, okay, that sounds like a good idea because apparently people hate orange chicken, but I like orange chicken. So I went to this place. I've been to this restaurant before, but it was a different restaurant beforehand, and now they just changed out to a different one now. So I went to it and I asked them, I'm just like, do you have orange chicken? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, can I get with noodles? And they're like, noodles? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, can I get orange chicken on noodles? And they're like, orange chicken on noodles? And they just didn't understand me when I was like saying, can I get orange chicken on noodles? And I didn't want to get orange chicken and noodles separately because it's like $20 each. So $20 each plus tax and tip is like, I don't want to pay $50 for two things. And the orange chicken they just gave me is, like I said, $20, but it's not much. I don't want to just eat orange chicken. So I was like, okay, I'll get it next time when I can get it as a combo, because I know places have it as a combo. It's just late at night, I guess not. So I went out. I still got food from there because I was already there. So I'm not about to just not get food and just leave. So I went and I got myself a combo because they had combos. This here is noodles with General Tao chicken. So I don't think I had General Tao chicken on the channel before. I had like spicy chicken and chili chicken, but I never had General Tao chicken right here with noodles, and that looks pretty good. Look at that. Woo, that actually looks pretty. And they gave me a spring roll. This looks pretty good. So we're getting into this here. Before we get started, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below of anything you're trying to talk about. I'm down here. Let's always check out the timestamps down below. Let's go for the, let's do something different. Let's go for the spring roll first. The last place I had a lobster spring roll, and that kind of tasted weird, or a crab leg spring roll. It tasted weird. So regular veggie spring roll. Nothing too crazy there, but it's still pretty good. First bite. That's good. That's good. Nice and hot. The noodles are good. I've definitely had better noodles before. But the thing about this is it's not super oily or greasy, which I do see a lot of places from where I got noodles before. It's like greasy and oily. This one, not so much. General Tao. Chicken's not too dry. Good. Sauce is nice. I always wondered, what is General Tao? Like, what is the General Tao sauce? I always wanted to know, but I just never Googled it. Is it some type of like sweet and sour sauce maybe? I don't know. I'll be honest, General Tao chicken, I don't get often. This is probably like the first time I had General Tao chicken in a very long time. Like, I was on the channel and I forgot. I don't know, but I don't imagine I had it on channel before. But then again, we're closing on 300 videos now, so I probably could have had it and just forgot. Big noodle bite. No. I like this with noodles. I think I like this with noodles more than I like it with rice. To be honest with you, but some people love the rice. I forgot. I was going to talk about more review. So yesterday, I went to go see Trap, the new M. Night Shyamalan movie. Now, I know a lot of people don't like M. Night Shyamalan in his movies. Me, I'm not the biggest fan of his movies either, but like I always say in like this channel, I'm always down to like support representation. So anytime he sees a movie, I'm down to go see it. Plus, it's like, it was an enjoyable watch. Like, so I'm gonna start off by saying this Trap wasn't that great of a movie, but I still enjoyed it. Like, there's so many bad things about it. Like the acting, some of the shots were weird, but I'm sure there's actual like thought behind the shots. Some of the shots are doing is like very like in your face, and it's like they're talking to the camera. It's like very close, and like some of the things are just strange in the movie. Like, for example, we all know from the trailer the main character is the killer, and there's this guy who's like helping him, but not like knowingly helping him, but he's just like telling him about like what's going on in like the Scotia Center or Rogers Center, wherever the hell they are in Toronto. And he's like showing him the phone, like the guy's showing the main character the phone, but he's showing the phone like, imagine like this is him, and he's showing him the phone like this close to his face, like just showing it right in his face. And I'm just like, if someone's showing me something on their phone, they either let me hold the phone or they show it to me like this. They don't go like what is that? The acting is just like, wow. Sometimes I'm just like, this is crazy. Like Josh Hartnett, that's his name. He did a pretty good job. His acting was bad at times, but time I think his acting wasn't the greatest is because he's like trying to like act so other people wouldn't get suspicious of him. So for us, like seeing it as a third person, we're just like, oh, he's acting so weird. But to other people in the movie, in their perspective, it's probably like, oh, he's acting regular. And it's probably like because he thinks like people are like, I don't know, dumber than him, so he has to act in a certain way. But I don't know. M. Night Shyamalan's like other daughter is like one of the main characters in the movie. She does a good job some of the time, not all the time. Like, she could definitely be a better actor if she worked at it. She should use that nepotism to like really like launch her into stardom, because if she can get like semi-lead roles in like her dad's movies that are like big, they go to theaters, like why not? But it's just like some of the acting, like she's trying to talk no jutsu or like convince this guy to not like murder anyone. And she tries to like touch on his feelings and be like, oh, you're not a monster. Enough of this foolishness. Enough of this foolishness. What? Like the way she said it was like, enough of this foolishness. And I'm like, did I just hear like an accent there, like a West Indian accent? Like, why are you saying it like that? Like the acting performances weren't the greatest, but it was just entertaining. Essentially, he's a murderer. He takes his daughter to his concert, but then the police find out that he's at the concert, but they don't know who he is or what he looks like, but they know that the murderer is there. So he's like trying to devise a way to escape and not arouse suspicion. But my thing is, they don't know who he is, right? They don't know who like the murderer is. So I think he could realistically like just not do anything, just act normal, enjoy the performance, and just, you know, just left and got away. Because it's like, you guys are just, I don't know. I think he just thought at some point he's gonna get stopped, but my personal opinion, I'm thinking he's just like over analyzing the situation he's in. There's just so many times where it's just like, how are you not suspicious? Like there's a time where he goes to like a employee break room and he like walks through the police, and I know it's a break room, but like there's this like 7 like foot freaking like tall white guy who looks exactly like your guy's like profile of like the murderer walking into the break room. You guys aren't just like, wait a second, who are you? Why are you the only person here, right? Like the dialogue's really bad at times. There's times where a girl faints and he helps her, he's like a fireman, and they go into this like little hut and he's just like, oh, you're gonna be okay. And then one of the nurses or whatever like on-site paramedics is just like, oh, can we keep him? He's so useful or whatever. And the girl's like, oh, you helped him? Like another girl, like the stage manager or whatever. And he's like, yeah. And she's like, oh, that's cool, thanks. What was the point of that? Because they never revisit it and they never like do anything with that information. They never do anything with any of that. So it's just like, maybe it's to add that like he's like helpful, probably not a murderer, but so, and like this movie could have just not happened, because I'm just gonna skip to the end for you guys. Basically, the reason why they know that the killer's gonna be there is because the wife followed him, right? And she found that like they're going to like Lady Raven concert, which is the name of M. Night Shyamalan's daughter in the movie. She finds out that they're going to the theater, so she follows him to one of his safe houses and drops the tickets in there because she went through the wallet and took it, and then like tipped off the police. And in my mind, I'm just like, if you think he's the murderer and you want them to catch him, or disprove it? Why don't you just tell the police that it's him? Why'd you go through all this? Like, it literally makes no sense. And it's like so hard for me to go through everything that's wrong in the movie because there's so much wrong. There's a part where he the Lady Raven goes back to their house because he like coerces her into like letting them leave with her. Like the dad and like the murderer and the daughter convinced like the M. Night Shyamalan's daughter in the movie to like leave with her so they don't have to go through a security checkpoint. And they go back to the Cooper's house, and then like the Lady Raven takes his phone. It sits in the washroom and goes on live trying to figure out where like this guy is that like the murderer is like holding captive. And the guy's banging on the door for like 5 minutes and then opens it randomly. And I'm like, you had a key this whole time? Why not just open it with the key? Like there's another time where like they call the police and they go to his house, like the murderer's house. And he escaped through a tunnel in his house, and he goes around and goes to the limo and pretends to be Lady Raven's driver in front of all the police. And where's the driver? Did he like kill the driver? They didn't even show it. He's like driving, goes back seat, handcuffs her, and then they start driving, and then they're at like friggin' Bloor Street or something, or wherever the hell they are. And then there's a bunch of people, and then the Lady Raven girl puts on the window. And she's just like, oh, help me, call the police. And then people surround the car and the police surround the car. And he somehow got out of the car without anyone noticing. There's like 50 people there. And no one notices him get out of the car and like change his clothes and anything like that. I know people in Toronto can be like blind, but another thing is, you filmed this whole movie in Toronto. Why not just place it, set it in Toronto? Why do you guys say it's in Philadelphia? Makes no sense to me. Like I can't actually think of like a reason as to why it wouldn't just be set in Toronto if they're filming in Toronto. Why they need to set in Philadelphia? I don't know. This guy's like seeing his mom all the time, who's telling him that she accepts him or whatever, or accept who are as a monster. But she appears like the freaking demon and it follows. That'll be the time he's looking, and then he'll just see her just standing there, just like off to the side, like what are you doing? There's a time where like he goes back to the house to go kill his wife because the wife's tipped him off and he figured it out. And then she drugs him and he starts hallucinating. And instead of seeing his mom regularly, the door's open in his house. And she's like standing outside the door where you can't see her face. Like she's on like some like demonic timing. It's freaking weird. And then he like starts walking towards her. And then like there's police officers already in the house. And then they like tase him twice. Doesn't phase him. And then the lead detective, the old lady, comes in, tases him a third time, and then he falls down. And it's like, why don't you guys just shoot him? Kids aren't there. If you didn't want to shoot him, like, why does everyone have a taser? Like, I guess it's the police. I guess they all have tasers, but I know he's a big guy, but I don't think he's surviving 3 tasers. Not surviving, but I don't think he's like pushing through 3 tasers. And then when they're taking him away in the police car, the daughter comes out of nowhere from like another car and she runs to him. The police would never let that happen, especially if they know he's like a known murderer. They would never let the daughter go up to him, or maybe they would actually. I don't know, but I really doubt it. And as he's walking, he's like, hold on. And then he's like trying to fix a bike that's on the ground. Now I know the police aren't gonna let that happen because why is he just trying to fix? He's like an escape artist. Like why would you let him like even touch anything, right? So it's like, he ends up fixing the bike. They put in the back of the police truck. No one watching him back there. And then it's shown that when he like went to go fix the bike, oh no. You know the metal bars that like connect the middle of the tire to like the edge of the tire? So it's like the wheel and then the middle and then he breaks off one whole one of that. With like 20 police officers watching him. Don't know how he managed to do that. And I'm pretty sure those things are hard to break, are they not? This man's got godly strength. The way they show him with it in the back of the truck, they friggin' like Jimmy's off his handcuffs. I think he just starts laughing. And I'm just like, why would they ever let this guy do that? And there's honestly so much more to the movie that's just like makes no sense to me. And I'm just like, this makes no sense. Like, that's the only thing. Like, for example, there's a time where he's pretending to be like an employee. He goes to the roof and then he just like starts walking away and he turns around and he's like, oh, by the way, who's that old lady? Seems like she's running the show. If I'm a police officer, I'm gonna be like, you are a worker in the kitchen. Why do you want to know that? I'd be like, this person, number one suspect. This is the last bite here. And there isn't really a twist in the movie. I mean, it's like what M. Night Shyamalan's known for, but like there isn't really one in this movie. Now, I was thinking of a good twist that should be in it. And a really good twist would have been like, oh, like when she was hiding in the washroom, keeping his phone away from him, and she told like Rachel, or whatever her name is, like, oh, your husband's the butcher. Your husband's the butcher. It would be so cool if they like open the door because they had the key and they're just like, we're all the butcher. Even the kids know about it. I'd be like, what? That'd be like so cool. Even though that's a little bit of a predictable like ending, it's still like, it'd be really cool to see it. But anyways, yeah, I didn't say the name of the place. It's called 9 Queen because I think it's on 9 Queen Street. I really doubt it because it's in the middle of Queen Street, but 9 Queen. I actually liked it. It was pretty good. Not like the best I've ever had, but like if I ever want Chinese food late at night, I'd probably just go there and get that again or something similar because that was actually pretty good. It's better than last time I had it from the place that was there before. Probably give that like a 7 out of 10. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment down below if anything to talk about. I'm down to this. Always check out the suggest videos in the side. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about the movie Trap. If you guys seen it, if you like it, if you hate it, like what would you change about it, anything like that. I'm always down to talk about it. I'll probably give the movie like a 5 out of 10. It was just enjoyable. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. 9 Queen, General Tao Chicken, 7 out of 10. Not too bad. Trap, 5 out of 10. Enjoyable. First review in. Peace.